Okay. I'm pretty sure the universe kinda hates me at times. You see, due to everything that's going on, even actually more backstory than that, for longer than I can remember, if you're unaware, I erased a lot of my childhood, because I don't want to remember it. But for technically longer than I can remember, but also technically as long as I can remember because of reasons as I just mentioned, my mum and my granddad have really early on a Saturday morning gone shopping for groceries, weekly shop, big shop for both houses, and you get the idea. Now again, it's normally my mum and my granddad. My granddad being, my granddad and therefore rather old, is being kept in lockdown. And that's kept in lockdown, not, oh, we're easing it off, just stay in lockdown until it's gone properly, it's easier, instead of trying to navigate whatever the government is talking about. But it means now, so I can help to do their shop while, my granddad's not going, I have to get up every week on a Saturday. And again, this is quite early in the morning. That's not the bit that universe hates me. The thing is every Friday evening I seem to struggle to sleep more than usual. And I don't have the best existence when it comes to sleep anyway. So yeah, pretty sure the universe hates me on that one. Anyway, the point I'm getting to is I'm kind of just doing this before I, semi-pass out, because I'm pretty lightheaded. Well, maybe not lightheaded, but I've got some pain in my head, and I'm now getting nasally as well, which isn't helping. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Anyway, that's been like 2.5 minutes of the video, and we haven't even gotten to the point, which is it is today another day of the day. I have the list today is on my phone. Yes, I put it over there, even though it doesn't make sense for the opening bit. First off, National Kitchen Klutz of America Day. I'm not really a klutz in the kitchen, which is probably a good thing, because I would have so many cuts if I was as danger prone as I am in some other situations as I am not in the kitchen. Because I'm a madman, I'm crazy, I do play around with things I shouldn't. But I still understand basic safety when it comes to things like knives. Because, practicing knife safety and trigger safety, but less so in the kitchen. Although this is of America, and I don't know how you cook it. That was a dumb joke. I am also not American, which is the point. Which is the other point. It's basically, none of the things in this day apply to me. Next up, Random Acts of Light Day. Basically a Random Acts of Kindness Day. I think I wrote the word cancer somewhere in the description, but I skimmed it because, look at me. Listen to everything I've said so far. Listen to the tone of my voice. That is, I would imagine, slightly more dull and monotone than usual. But I don't know, because my voice is pretty inconsistent. To the point where I'm pretty sure I said voice there and not voice, but I definitely meant voice. And if I did say voice and not voice, then this is going to sound really weird. Oh well, it's all staying in. I'm going to try and keep editing to a minimum because I'm half asleep. And have been for the past half an hour, honestly. Today is also National Weed Your Garden Day. It's not been an awful day for it here, actually. There's been a couple spattered showers, and it's fluctuated on how cloudy it is and how sunny it is, but overall I think it's been an okay day. It's certainly okay as far as England standards goes. My mum has actually been steadily, over the past couple of months actually, de-weeding around the front garden, so at some point I assume we're going to get some plants for that and stuff. I don't know. I really don't. I also am not that much of a care. I still need to sort that out. I'm having enough problems with that. slowly die. Like, it's not even, it's kind of stopped slowly dying, but it's also still not absorbing water. I think it might need repotting because the roots are overgrowing. I don't know, I need to ask a proper botanist. Next up, National Sewing Machine Day. I vaguely know how to sew, and I vaguely know how to use a sewing machine. It's one of those mandatory, like, we had 4 technologies that we'd cycle round in our sets in high school for the first few years. Like, you know, before you're really doing GCSEs and you're just doing high school. So we had food tech, which is obvious. We had design tech, which was sort of CAD CAM work and making, like, you know, boxes and clocks and stuff, but none of the tech stuff. Then the tech stuff, which was, I think, was just called techno. Like, that was the, like, they were all under the banner of technologies, but that was the actual technologies, which I did the AS level for and dropped immediately because that didn't go well. And I think we were in the last group of doing that AS because it was being scrapped, which isn't surprising because of how kind of strange the exam for it was. Anyway, that's beside the point. The final one was textiles. It was sewing and using sewing machines and such, and yeah. So I have a vague knowledge of how to do it all. It was a weird tangent, but it's relevant, so it's fine. It's more relevant than a lot of these tangents get. And finally, for the second Sunday in June is National Rosé Day. I'm partial to rosé. I think I prefer white, but rosé's good. Rosé's nice. You get more flavour. You get more fruity flavoured wines when it comes to rosé, and I'm all up for that. So actually, it's kind of on the fence. But yeah, before I came to record this, sorry, I was thinking a few days ago or a few weeks ago now. I mentioned the fact that I had a pen pal. That was a long time ago. Also sort of kind of in the realms of I don't really remember a lot of it. But in the same vein, I would be very interested to meet the person again. As I am with most people, but that's beside, I have met, but that is beside the point. And it's that thing of kind of testing X degrees of separation, like, I don't know, because 6 degrees of separation is the TV show, but I think it's 8 degrees of separation is the theory that you could, through other people, meet anyone else through so many jumps. I think, not including yourself, which is why the greatest number you can get on the Kevin Bacon thing is 9. Does that thing still exist? It's beside the point. So yeah, as I mentioned, I don't know what phrase this. So yeah, hi, Alex Williams. For those who are new and for those who are actively in the search for that, so do please share this around, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of slowly dying. Well, we're all kind of slowly dying, but I'm kind of slowly getting rougher as this video goes on, actually. Making editing even more, which basically means I have to put more editing to effort because of, well, let's say me mentioning a stuffy nose is becoming more than just me being a stuffy. Actually, you can probably hear it. I feel nasally, so I would imagine you can hear some amount of nasaliness, which I don't know how pleasant it is. Well, to mention the sniffling, which I'm sorry, I can't help. That's very much unconscious, subconscious thing that I do from time to time. But anyway, before I make too much effort for myself on editing this, do join the flock and subscribe. Share this video for the X degrees of separation thing I mentioned, and because YouTube and Google does not embrace the chaos and let us change the world. I will see you tomorrow.